Good morning, guys. A bit of an early message today. Felt like going outside and doing some errands, running some errands in early morning. Well, it's not early, but it's before 10. And still haven't started my new job, so I have some free time. I'm quite excited because yesterday, as I mentioned, just had like a little art morning where I was picking and choosing pieces of my artwork that would be reproduced into print. So we cut out some rectangles of my artwork that that later we cut into these. That will be reproduced basically. So I'm also at this spot in my hometown where we used to use these like little hills and build this trampoline, and as I see, and then we would go with bikes and then just jump up and down this hill, like go from all the way over there, just cycle and then just jump off of this little thing that they built. And I can see that they're still building it till this day, and they're using it to jump. So it's interesting how like it goes from generation to generation and it doesn't disappear. Like, just made me think how did it not disappear? Like, it's probably because kids are like, some of the kids are like a bit, usually when you're a kid you have like older kids, like, and you have younger kids than you, so it's never like you're never the same age. So the older kids tell the younger kids where the spot is, this little hills by the petrol station, and then they go and then they tell their younger kids and their younger kids, and that's how it goes from generation to generation, I guess. And I took a different route today because I thought that I just want to go for some walks and go circle around and then go to a cafe and have some coffee. But yeah, yesterday was like an artsy day, and we cut out these rectangles out of my big pieces of work. Maybe I'll record it later and show it to you guys, see what you guys think. And now I've stuck like not cardboard, but like I stuck brown pieces of paper in those spots where the painting is missing. And now I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, it looks kind of good like that, just with like rectangles, cut out of the piece and then replaced with brown paper. Kind of looks more tidy now, and I'm like, should I mess this up again? I just remembered I didn't buy paint, but it's okay, I got lots of paint. So sometimes you get this like thought paralysis, or not thought paralysis, but like decision paralysis, where like I'm an artist, like I can do whatever I want with my piece of art. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be anything, but it's like decision making is quite difficult. And I think it could be also related to having like addictions, because as I was speaking to my mom once, I remember she said, when you're addicted and you're using alcohol, that affects your prefrontal cortex, like somewhere, I think around here in the brain, and that prefrontal cortex is responsible for decision making. So it's very just physically hard to make decisions, and sometimes it's hard for me to make these videos, like often just to start, Once I start, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to talk about, but that's why I just talk, because I think what needs to come out is going to come out, Look at this crow. Yeah, I came by the river. Not the river, actually, the pond, to just ponder around. You can see some people swimming already or exercising. But yeah, once I make the decision just to film, just to record, certain words come out eventually. And I don't need to think anymore, because I need to make a video a day. That was my decision half a year ago, and I'm making it right now. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And sometimes it's like the question why, or the reason why, is not even like, shouldn't even be asked, Like sometimes we should just do things because we're doing them, like go exercise because we need to exercise, not just to feel good or anything, but we exercise. That's what we do. We go for a walk. That's what we do. Not like, why should I do it? I record videos. Like, that's what I do. I do other things too. And sometimes looking for that reason why, or like really big reason, can get you into that thought paralysis, So I don't know if it's related to what I'm going through, like schizotypal personality disorder. But at the same time, I don't want to attach to it too much, to STPD, because I'm not my diagnosis, And even my therapist said the same thing. It's like, you're not your diagnosis, you don't attach to it too much, because it's very moldable, and I was speaking to somebody yesterday who said they went to the same therapist, and they said that they might have STPD also, and he was really didn't want to agree with it, so he went to another therapist, and that therapist just talked to him and didn't tell him what he had or anything like that. He just sort of talked to him, and he was like a philosophy background therapist and went through a different kind of... So it's like, sometimes it really depends on what kind of therapist you're seeing. If you're seeing a therapist in general, maybe, maybe you don't need to see one. I don't know. My therapist was also a psychiatrist, so he prescribes medicine, but he always advised me against medicine, like that I don't need medicine. I need to just have a discipline, work my way through things, make lists, make plans, and follow those plans, have a bullet journal, and he was like really working with me. So I don't know why the other person, with another person, he was different, because I think like maybe some people are like very short, maybe they know what they need, or they think they know what they need, and they're like, I just need to talk to somebody, And it's like, yeah, but maybe I'm not the not the kind of therapist that you talk to, maybe I'm a different kind of therapist. I don't know, like, it's just different people. Like when people collide, I think when people join forces, when I meet somebody new, to me that person might be like really amazing, and to another person, that person could be like, oh, he's horrible. And it's like, why? Oh, because of this, this, and this. And it's like, I can't take somebody else's word to be true to me, because I have a different experience. I have a different life. I have a different age in general. And I think with age, things start to change. You start to like kind of see things into perspective. I'm 33. I'm not that old, but I'm not 21. I'm thinking differently than when I was 21. And I think I'm more sober for sure. I've been sober for 6 months. And some people that I see and at the meetings, you know, they're like sober for 25 years. So I'm wondering how would I feel. Like I see less anger in them. I see less frustration in them. They're just more calm. And people that use substances, like at least when I was using it, when it was in my bloodstream, when it leaves really slowly, alcohol and drugs, like depends what drugs, but alcohol can stay in your body for like up to 3 years, like in your body, in your bones and stuff, if you've been drinking a lot. So before that, all of those toxins leave, you know, you need to really do the work of staying sober, because if you fall back and you start using again, then everything that resets again. You have stuff in your body that shouldn't be there, or at least I think shouldn't be there. So I think things come with perspective, with time, perspective comes. So I don't know, today's video is like that. Different people will have different perspectives on the same thing, and you shouldn't take other people's word to be true to you. I talked about other things too, so a chaotic episode, maybe that's part of STPD. I'm not afraid of any like diagnosis. I think that they kind of set things in, not in stone, but maybe in sand. When they write something in sand, and eventually it just washes away, you know. It's like kind of like that, you know. It's not too concrete. It can be molded, but it's something, you know. It's something that was said, and according to medical records, you know, there's something. So one time I went to my doctor, and the nurse of the doctor was like looking at my history, and she's like, you got schizophrenia. And I was like, what? She's like, you got schizophrenia. It says here, it's a schizotypal personality disorder. And she's like, yeah, well, I was like, that's two different things. And she didn't even know, because she wasn't a psychotherapist. So she's like, she just read the word schizo, and that was it. You know, so be careful which doctors you're going to see, and make sure they're not, you know, giving you different diagnoses. So maybe that's enough for today. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm glad I got to see you early in the morning. Well, not see you, but talk to you. I wish you a great day. I'm proud of you, proud of the work you've been doing. I'm sure that you've got your own difficulties to go through and to solve. So, well done for doing that, because that's not an easy thing to do. And I hope that you go through them in a gentle manner and you treat yourself gently today. So that's my word for you. And yeah, just stay strong. If not in your body, then in your mind, and vice versa. Just remember that you have safety in you. You have you always. And you don't need anything else or anyone else. There will be people around you, but don't depend too much on them, because you got yourself, and yourself is what matters. So that's it. I'm proud of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and have a great morning, evening, daytime, nighttime, whatever you're having at the moment. And I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.